We were talking with Marc Summers about all kinds of cool stuff in the realm of television, and we were talking about this in the room yesterday. Who is the most famous person you've met? Kristi thinks in her case you think it's the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, I think he's probably the most famous.
I don't know. I'm not sure if there was a picture of the Dalai Lama.
You wouldn't know who the Dalai Lama was?
And maybe if he was in like a regular clothing, maybe not.
Well, not
the
he
Lama.
doesn't wear regular
The Lama
clothes.
looked at Kristi and he said, "At the end, you'll have eternal life." So she's got that going for her.
Me, yeah.
I don't know. I met Bill Clinton.
Oh, that's pretty famous.
Pretty famous. Johnny Carson was my idol. I met Johnny.
Wow.
James Taylor.
Of that bunch, I would say Bill Clinton, the most internationally famous.
I would say so, yeah.
Josh, you're most famous person you've ever met?
Probably Jeter or...
but again, overseas,
Monica Lewinsky.
He wouldn't be known except in...
Did you read Monica, really?
Yeah, I got to talk to her for a little bit. She was... First off, I've never seen a photo that's done her justice. She is absolutely stunning.
I have a friend who dated her.
Really?
Yeah, he says she's a wonderful lady.
She was very, very nice. Yeah.
Chick?
Monica Lewinsky. I don't know. John Briggins, maybe. Theismann. They're all Redskins. Who else? Bobcat Goldthwait? Does Bobcat count?
He's counts. Sure. I don't think he's the most famous.
He's pretty famous.
Ace, you've met every rock and roller known to man.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. David Bowie, Prince,
Wow.
Robert Plant.
They count.
Wow.
All nice to you? All good?
Now, did you meet Robert Plant or Robert Plant in the swinging sensational sounds of the super 90s?
Oh, yeah, the supersonic alien.
I met him on his first solo tour and then again on his Page Plant tour.
Whatever he calls his band now.
What's wrong with the name of the band? It's fun.
What is it?
And Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal was with...
Steven Seagal was with the Dalai Lama. I met him.
I didn't care about the Dalai Lama. I wanted to meet Steven.
Oh, that's right. They fought. Yeah.
No, they did not
Seagal and the
fight.
Dalai Lama they went a few rounds.
Steven Seagal was his actual bodyguard.
You would think Seagal, no problem, but the Lama puts up quite a fight.
He sure does. He has that kind of crouching tiger stuff.
My last job as a page at CBS Television City was the AFI dinner for Jimmy Cagney. And so
oh my goodness.
Jimmy, well.
Yeah, I met John Wayne there. I sat John Lennon and Groucho Marx at their tables.
Well, now you're talking.
Now, were they together?
No, they weren't together. But and then I was waiting to get Jimmy Cagney's autograph, and standing next to me was Don Rickles, who was a puddle of goo. He couldn't believe he was talking to Jimmy Cagney. He was like a little kid shaking. It was such an interesting thing to see. Yeah, so that was quite a night when I think about that.
Yeah,
wow.
John Wayne, that counts.
Yeah, man, oh man.
That's way up there. I can't. I'd have to really sit down and think.
You've met a lot of famous
I don't know.
people.
I don't know who the most famous.
You met Jerry Lewis. You've met.
You haven't met Clapton yet?
No.
Would you like to?
No. Not at all.
Okay, all right.
No.
Have you met McCartney?
No, but we've interviewed him a couple times.
Right.
But there's a big difference between talking to someone on the radio and actually, meeting them, because we actually interviewed during one of the primaries. We interviewed both Mrs. Clinton and Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And that was kind of funny because we were joking around. We were asking him if they ever got to drive anymore. And Mrs. Clinton said, no, I haven't driven a car in like 20 years or whatever it was.
And then she said, of course, I can't drive unless I try to put my makeup on.
Yes, that's exactly what she didn't say. But at the time, Senator Obama was kind of joking. I asked him what his first car was, and he was kind of joking about it. And he said something about this car that he'd had. And the next day, the Detroit News had the headline, Obama trashes American-made cars.
No. Whoops.
I remember that car, too.
Oh, my gosh.
I remember what car it was. Do you remember?
What was
It's
it?
a K car.
Was that what it was? But it was just he was just joking.
Yeah, he was.
It was funny, but that our only foray into heavy politics.
Yeah.
I've seen, but didn't speak to a president.
Same here.
Gerald Ford?
I saw Gerald Ford at a salad bar in Beaver Creek, Colorado.
Of course.
I'm sure he's the guy that spilled the croutons in the ranch.
Yeah,
Please tell me he bumped his head on the Steve Shield. Please tell me that.
Mr. President, if you dip the ladle clunk from the Thousand Island into the ranch, you are out of here.
Somehow that sounds obscene.
So what if you do drop a couple of raisins or sunflower seeds and decide? Are you supposed to fish everything out? To stand there and
That is a very good
try to
question.
fix
No,
it?
they have specified which ladle goes in which dressing.
Well, that's different. That's a different issue than dropping something into the dressing.
Jerry Lewis word, ladle.
When you drop something into the dressing,
Yes.
you just push it down with the ladle, try to sink it like Janet Leigh's car.
Okay.
Oh my, or something to do with Ted Kennedy, huh? I guess. I don't know. It's just,
The Chappaquiddick Ranch. And,
There's a neck. By the way, I'm not making this up. There's a neck brace in the building.
Is there
There
really?
is? Wait. Is somebody wearing it?
It was laying on his desk, and I don't know why he has it.
It was a prop.
Is it a prop? I was wearing it out in the hallway here earlier, and I thought,
gag.
how do I bring this up on the air?
If you've seen the movie,
here we
if
are.
you've seen the movie Chappaquiddick, there's a rather
Yes.
disturbing choice that's made. That
Neck
involves-
braces, never not funny.
Was that true?
Right?
Was that a true story?
Always hilarious.
Absolutely true.
So that he totally decided to do that himself. No one talked him into doing it.
According to sources, yes. It's pretty disturbing. Mark Summers, who's the most famous person that's ever come up to you and said, "Oh man, I loved your show," or "My kids love your show"? Did you ever get that?
twice recently. I went to see Hamilton, and a man taps me on the shoulder and says, LinManuel Miranda heard you were in the audience. Could you come backstage afterwards and talk to him? And I was pooping my pants, and I went backstage, and all I wanted to do was talk about Hamilton, and all he wanted to talk about was Double Dare. So that was crazy.
That's cool.
And here, this one still gets me. I love Bruno Mars more than life itself. I think he's one of the most talented people in the industry.
He's incredible.
He is.
Yeah.
So I go to the concert. I'm backstage. We happen to have, at the time, the same agent. And she said, "Do you want to meet him?" And I said, "Oh, I'd love to meet him, but he won't have any idea who I am." And he sees me on the other side of the stage, and he runs and throws his arms around me. And I said, "Oh, my God, do you know who I am?" And he said, "You raised me." God.
We get something similar. Usually it involves teaching people bad things. The naughty stuff.
So that's kind of cool.
I got in trouble for listening to you on the school bus, stuff like that.
Well, I'm a bit starstruck because my family and it was appointment television.
Was it really?
Yes, yeah. Double
cool.
Dare and Family Double. And I mean, we loved it. And watching the new Double Dare now, I get very wistful for those days. I mean, it's great.
Oh, thanks.
It's so wonderful that it's back.
fun.
Have you ever had some kind of like semi-pornographic turn in one of your encounters in which you ask some woman if she wants to get slime?
No, but
I have. I said, hey,
I'm asking Josh.
Yeah.
the flag is in one of my orifices.
Yes.
If you can.
you want to take the physical challenge? Yeah, exactly.